take another L. Designer on me, this that new Chanel. Did that splash, did that drill. Yeah, champion, yeah, we here. Yeah, this the winning team. 6 rings with a pinky ring. Everybody used to pick at me, now I'm the one that they picking. Snakes out, they hit scene, but I can't hear it when the crowd screams. Still ballin' like an offspring. This for all the ones that doubted me. Gotta lose once to be a true winner. Only want the hunters with the blues in it. Eating blood across it where the blood thinner. Juice stay turned like, you know. I've been through that water like Olympic swimmers. Only bread and butter, what we ate for dinner. So I had to dream it till the dream is bigger. Only want the gold, we don't need the silver. Gotta be number 1, number 2 never count. Used to have bubble guts competition, now point them out. Making my babies proud, wanna cop my mama a house. Coming straight out the south, gotta know juice to end the drought. Yeah, I buy like 23. Won't fall again, and I put that on me. Yeah, I feel the way, my heart all on my sleeve. Yeah, that's why I had to put my wrist on freeze. Coming for the win, can't take another L. Designer on me, this that new Chanel. Did that splash, did that drill. Yeah, champion, yeah, we here. Reaching my goals, I do not feel ashamed. I'm a dog, I'm a beast, and I cannot be tamed. I don't do it for fame, it's the love for the game. I go in like I'm trained. I'm prepared for the rain, they amazed. I ain't break from the sticks and stones they threw. Anything that you could do, I could do it better than you. No matter what I do, achieve, still got something to prove. I spent the check on the diamond cross, but still ain't paid my dues. Gotta be number 1, number 2 never count. Used to have bubble guts competition, now point them out. Making my babies proud, wanna cop my mama a house. Coming straight out the south, gotta know juice to end the drought. Yeah, I buy like 23. Won't fall again, and I put that on me. Yeah, I feel the way, my heart all on my sleeve. Yeah, that's why I had to put my wrist on freeze. Coming for the win, can't take another L. Designer on me, this that new Chanel. Did that splash, did that drill. Yeah, champion, yeah, we here.
No, but I'm on this every day. You cannot run with me, boy, I'm a heavyweight. Baby, I know what's coming, I could barely wait. And when it was on, they wanted me gone, boy, I'm here to stay. Stop calling me little bro, I got mileage on me. Walked in with the whole team and we riding on him. More action and no talk, I went quiet on him. Walked in with the whole team and we riding on him.
I don't be with me so basic. Boy, you the op and your bros hating. All of them fake, I see both faces. Scared of the whip, it's a ghost racing. I knock them down to their cold cases. Marathon run, I'ma slow pace it. They did not want me to go places. Foil plans like the gold place. And if we pulling up with the whole squad, I get ready to told y'all that you better be running. I'm in my go yard. When I walk in, I know y'all telling me nothing. I'm the man. Suck it if y'all in denial. I get the chip on them and I bust out the south side. Is that Vigo de Gallo? Boy, you stop it, quiet. If it's new, I done got it. See my jewels, shining, white diamonds, Miley Cyrus, private jet, private pilot. Look at me, stylish, masterpiece, body, young. Hey,
I don't know no better, I'm on this every day. You cannot run with me, boy, I'm a heavyweight. Baby, I know what's coming, I could barely wait. And when it was on, they wanted me gone, boy, I'm here to stay. Stop calling me little bro, I got mileage on me. Walked in with the whole team and we riding on him. More action and no talk, I went quiet on him. Walked in with the whole team and we riding on him.
Hey, couple of bands up in my pocket. I don't want pause to get wild nonsense. We got momentum, don't try to stop it. Diamonds are clearer than my conscience. I don't let bygones be bygones. That's when I'm honest. Penthouse built to reach heaven's heights. Now that's what you call a God complex.
Remember the days I was down low when it was out cold, but I went out and got it. Look at my milestones, man, it feel like the Dow Jones when you look at my pocket.
Look at the flex, whipping the Teslas. I'm a mess, but it's all a finesse. Boy, you stop it, quiet. If it's new, I done got it. See my jewels, shining, shining. White diamonds, Miley Cyrus. Private jet, private pilot. Look at me, stylish, stylish. Masterpiece, body, body. Young,
Hey, I don't know no better, I'm on this every day. You cannot run with me, boy, I'm a heavyweight. Baby, I know what's coming, I could...
First opened in 1999. There's a good look at First Energy Stadium here in Cleveland, Ohio. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Baltimore Ravens and the Cleveland Browns.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
2 weeks have come and gone. It's off to week 3, and we're underway on EA Sports. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. First carry for Nick Chubb, and he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Tight is right. What's tight? Tight is right. Hurry. Hey, check, check. 3. Point it right. Number 6. Check number 6. 56 the mark, boys. 56. Check 56. I'm coming after you.
And Mayfield just getting the play off. And it's hauled in by Austin Hooper. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
49-yard line.
I'm going to come back to you. Hey, alert. 52. Rush in. Watch the center. Hurry. 37. Check 37.
Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game. So what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
On 2nd and 11 now. Mayfield steps away to his left. They give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain. A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2.
Hurry. Tighten up.
They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. Give him a yard on the play, and he's definitely short. It'll be 4th down and a few inches. So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. This will be for 56 yards out. Online, but off the crossbar, no good. A long-range effort denied 3 points at the very end. All things considered, a pretty good kick. Just cruel punishment there to be denied by the crossbar.
If you're going to hit from that distance, sometimes you're going to need a little luck. And unfortunately for him, this time the break goes against him.
So the missed 56-yarder, and now the flip side. Good starting field position at the 46 near midfield. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Over the middle here to Brown. And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. From midfield now, here's Jackson. Man open left side is Brown.
Jackson's pass.
It's a gain of 6 on the play, and that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard. They're going to have to do something with him. He was so sensational last week, over 200 yards. AFC Offensive Player of the Week, what do? You hold him?
That's a good start as long as you can get away with it. Otherwise, just giving up penalties and free plays for the offense. But I think you've got to do a combination of things. Chip at his timing at the line of scrimmage, have extra people in the territory for him. You've got to do everything and change it up from snap to snap.
He may try and run for this. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first. A collegiate star here in the Buckeye State, it's J.K. Dobbins. And he takes us just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
Well, I can certainly tell my age, partner, because when I was a kid, running backs like J.K. Dobbins with over 2,000 yards in their final season in college, they went early in the draft. Instead, he somehow lasted until the 2nd round. But how great.
And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Marquise Brown, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Ravens have taken the early lead. Now, this is a crew, they've come out flat their last 2 games, both losses, but just judging by the energy level, they look different here early, and that touchdown shows how.
Yeah, it seems to me that touchdown gets them off the treadmill. Because, you know, you've been on the treadmill. I've seen you work out. You go forever and ever, and it tells you you've gone somewhere, but you really have. You're in the same spot. They've exchanged it for an escalator. Still got some hills to climb, but they can get there.
These are good analogies. I run outside sometimes, though. You know, get some fresh air, a little sun on your face.
A little wind in there.
Yeah, that's right. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Cleveland offense ready to go. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline, they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, well, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
57 to Mike.
from the gun, Mayfield. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Anthony Brown. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line.
They'll take over.
That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw or maybe the ball's tipped or just too many bodies in the area, an interception can result.
And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. The wise move there, looked like nobody open, now second down.
But defensively, you're over there trying to catch your breath and try not to show the offense that you're a little bit fatigued. You're right back out there after the turnover. Now they've got to work towards getting another couple of stops and forcing them into at least a long field goal situation.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. Jackson going to get this out to Brown. And a pretty little juke move there on a nice gain. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. That was a lightning-fast decision that time. He just caught it and got rid of it.
Because he saw his guy was going to be open immediately, so he took the R, the run, out of the play. He took the O, the option, out of the play, and immediately got to the pass.
So that'll back him up 5. They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5. From the gun, it's Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. 5 yards that time out of the scramble. But now they're looking at a 4th down situation. Meanwhile, on the NFL scoreboard, a game going on in Chicago. And it's the Bears who are off to the early lead. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. Tucker's kick is good. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points.
Yeah, coaches always talk about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point or, in this case, a field goal.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. They find themselves down 10-0 early after the interception on their opening drive led to a field goal.
So now they've got to pick up the mantle a little bit. You mentioned the team's down 10. They've helped contribute to that. How are they going to get their team back into this ball game? Run the offense that you think is going to be effective and execute it at a high level.
10-0 to score after 1 on EA Sports. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34.
Hey, alert 33. Hey, alert 33.
Now Mayfield. Flushed out right. Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 23 yards the pick up there.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Under 10. Under 10. 10.
To throw, Mayfield. And he completes it to Hunt. It's a gain of 5, and it's a 2nd down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
They'll break the huddle, send 3 receivers left, 1 to the right on 2nd and 5. A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Kareem Hunt, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Browns have cut it back within a score. I thought as that was developing that he might actually keep it, but the right decision, obviously, to hand the football off.
And some teams do a really nice job of taking a little bit longer at the mesh point, meaning where he's going to hand it off or keep it. Sometimes they ride it maybe a step longer than others. That allows him to make the proper decision and have the right person end up with the ball.
And it paid off with a long touchdown run. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
5-yard line.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
2nd and 11 at the 24-yard line.
On 2nd and 11 now. Jackson eluding the pressure right. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. Grant Delpit. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. From the gun, Jackson. And he's got his man, Marquise Brown. The 40, 20, 10.
Oh, it don't matter. It don't matter.
All the way in for a Ravens touchdown.
To Marquise
Hollywood, Marquise Brown with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year as the Ravens push further out in front. It's good to make it 17-7.
makes the score Ravens 17, Browns 7. Justin
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will make it into the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more.
28-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
And he'll find Hall. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 32-yard line.
Check, 45 to Mike. I got him. 45 to Mike, 45 to Mike. Let's get it.
Working out of the gun, Mayfield. Dancing to his left. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Check 50. King. Hey, alert. 57. Come on, boy. Real. Don't be scared of it. Check 9. Point it right.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. He may try and run for this. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. It's a gain of 22 as we tick towards 2:22 on the clock.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Real. 57. Hurry. 57 to Mike. Let's go, D. Big serious.
Play action now. Here's Mayfield. And finding the tight end Hooper. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius. Understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball. And puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. On first down, they'll run with Hunt. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Carrier. He was brought down at the 26. A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
And now we've got flags down. Looked like one of the Browns might have moved. And that false start penalty is certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long.
Watch 30. Hurry. Let's get this. King.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Open man, Taylor Gabriel. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Taylor Gabriel, 31 yards. And the Browns are back within a score. And on that one, able to catch it, also able to have the wherewithal to take it in for the score.
And how about the phases of a successful catch and a completion of a play? Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then, of course, the run after the catch that ends up in the end zone.
And by rule, that comes out to the 40-yard line, so good opportunity for this offense with solid field position. Baltimore with good starting field position as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Jackson from the shotgun. Forced out to his left. He gets this to Davante Adams. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Jackson. And a quick throw here that's complete. A gain of 6 there on first. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Over the middle, that's caught by Adams.
Jackson's.
It'll be a gain of 4. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot.
3rd and inches.
To throw again is Jackson. He gets it to Brown. Complete. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop him with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Again, Jackson. Flush to his right, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. So first down went in the wrong direction. They're at the 13-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. From the gun, Jackson. Buying time to his left. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. There, this is picked up by the Browns. And not much on the return there. He'll take it only up to the 9-yard line. Had some good yardage there, too, before he fumbled that football, Charles.
Yeah, just think about it this way. Running backs, as a general rule, they kind of know when the end of a run is near, and you notice how they cover up, right? They protect the football. Sometimes quarterbacks forget that out in the open field. After a while, you start to wonder, does the running back coach visit the quarterback coach and say, hey, I can help you with this. We can protect this and make sure we keep the ball.
Baker Mayfield sacked by Trey Flowers.
So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. The Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. Well, certainly not what they wanted out of the locker room here as they'll start defensively at the 40-yard line. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 43. Off play action, he'll throw to start the drive. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. His first catch of this third quarter, he had 7 in the first half. It's also a first down. Left sideline, and he's got it. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. Consecutive catches for him. That good for 11. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. A shotgun snap and again to Dobbins. And a short gain down to about the 33. Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back first downs.
Well, every now and then we have to let a cliche fly, partner. And in this case, what do they say in the NFL? This is an extremely durable kid coming out of Ohio State. Carried the ball every time. Big runs late in games. J.K. Dobbins going to Baltimore, an absolute perfect fit.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Jackson being chased out left. He'll run it. The escapability in evidence there as that one good for 15 and a first.
And, Brandon, this is the time of the game when Jackson could really take over. He's got the defense's legs a little bit tired. He's got them on the run.
Yeah, this defense looks gassed, and you're exactly right. Second half with the lead, this is when Lamar Jackson seems to thrive. Jackson, draw play to Dobbins. And just a couple yards there down to the 17.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
From the 17, Jackson escaping the pressure. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And this is picked up by the Browns. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
All I know, partners, that with every play call that came in, there was a little discussion about, hey, we can seal this bad boy. We can really put ourselves in a great spot to take total control. And yet they find a way to cough it up.
Yeah, the two-score game opportunity eludes them, and now a chance for the other side to come back here.
Yeah, that means defense has to go out there and make some plays themselves. So we call sudden change. Let's see if the defense is mentally ready to take care of it.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Sometimes being a linebacker in the middle of the field is kind of like being a doctor on the field. You got to make the right diagnosis. Here he correctly senses run and shoots through to make the play in the backfield.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Throwing, Mayfield. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Here's Mayfield. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked by Deontay Thompson. And the return will stop right around the 25. That was just one of those interceptions from our perspective here. We got a good view at the 50-yard line mid-level that quarterback and receiver were not on the same page.
Just by his reaction, I'm talking about the quarterback, he expected something different from his receiver, whether he expected him to break in, out, deeper, shorter. They'll determine that on the sideline. But bottom line, you could see that he thought he'd be in a different spot, except the defender was not his intended target.
7 yards, the pick up there. You know, Lamar Jackson last season, the first NFL quarterback with 3,000 or more passing yards and 1,000 or more rushing yards in the same season.
And we've seen both of those talents on display here today. We just saw another completed pass. And everyone knew coming out of college he could run the ball. But for some reason, we didn't analyze.
And I think the ball's out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. 4 yards there as they let him out of the pocket, and he got enough for the first. Thankfully for the offense, a fortuitous bounce there on the fumble goes out of bounds because they're down here in the red zone. You don't want to lose one there.
You don't want to lose one, and the best part, because it went out of bounds, they retain possession, still have an opportunity to put points on the board.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up 1st and goal. 1st and goal. They'll run with Dobbins. And the Ravens are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
They've been in the red zone 3 times in this game and have not scored a single point. Can they break through here on 2nd and goal? They'll try to run with Dobbins. They'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. J.K. Dobbins taking it in. And the Ravens have used the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Makes the score Ravens 24, Browns 14. Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. They're down now 24-14. Work to do as they come up on a 1st and 10. Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
And at the 50-yard line.
Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10.
57's Mike. Mike 57. Hey, we got to get this stop here, D. Hey, alert 33. Hey, switch gears. Regular. Hurry. Motion.
Mayfield now from the 50. Over the middle here to Brown.
Mayfield's pass.
5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
That's the end.
And we're back now here in Cleveland. It's the Browns with a deficit. They're trailing, but with the football here to start the 4th. They go with Chubb on 2nd down. And he's taken down inside the 30. 16 yards, a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Alert.
Mayfield. And his throw's going to be incomplete. The Pro Bowler Odell Beckham, the intended receiver. But it's going to be 2nd down.
They've given up a few 1st downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29.
Check Mike 34. Mike 34. I got it. Mike 34.
Mayfield looks to throw. And this is incomplete.
Mayfield's pass incomplete on the throwaway. Brings up a 3rd down and 10 yards to go.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
On 3rd down, Mayfield. Caught left side, it's Beckham. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there. And in a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified, big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is
oh, no, he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. We know he's got the speed to get downfield, Charles, but there's the negative side. A little loose with the football that time.
And that's normal, especially when you have his type of talents, because you feel like you're into the open field and maybe you don't feel the people who are around you or closing in. All quarterbacks have to do extra ball security drills with the way the game's played now, because defenses, they attack the football as much as they attack the runner.
After the fumble recovery, it's Jackson. Steps away to his left. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run.
Normally we're talking about a quarterback duel where they're matching each other pass for pass. How about the footwork in this one? Both of these guys running the ball well.
Yeah, they've mixed in the run game. You're exactly right. Now, both coaches might not like how much their quarterbacks have taken off, but another example right there of just good mobility. On first down, Dobbins, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
18-yard line.
Behind the chain, 2nd and 13. That's going to set him back 5 yards. Now Jackson on 2nd down. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line.
A gain of
8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. It's Jackson. He's got Adams on the hookup. And he takes this way down, deep into Cleveland territory. A big play there on the catch and run. 63 yards.
And a Raven first down.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. They'll try to draw here with Dobbins. Thuggathuggas. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Operating from the gun, Jackson firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line.
Marquise Brown.
4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more 1st down to help salt this one away. Dobbins running out of the gun. And he's going to come up well shy of the 1st here as the tackle's made right around the 12. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And that will extend their lead even further. So they settle for just the 3. But clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt. Obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off. But it's still 8 up time. Got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
5-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly
you
right.
Like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word against symptomatic?
Yeah. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. John Johnson with the INT. And the return stops at the 39-yard line.
They'll take over.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Obviously disappointing, but you had to go for broke here, down 2 scores. So that forced you to make some throws you definitely wouldn't want to make. And I think this interception is going to pretty much right in it.
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off near the 29. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. He got out of the pocket there, was wondering what he was going to do with it, but I think he was calling, his receiver was calling for the ball, wasn't he?
He certainly was. The problem, he called for it too late, and when he delivered, they were all over him in the secondary and came up with the interception.
Following the interception, Mayfield. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield stripe.
The Ravens.
If they had designs of kind of wiggling their way back into this one, that hurts their chances right there.
Yeah, to put it mildly, but look at the lead, look at the deficit, trying to make a play downfield. Everyone seeking to be somewhat the hero. Didn't turn out that way at all, and you're exactly right. It's going to take a lot for them to have a chance to win this one now.
He's going deep for, this is caught inside the 15. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Marquise Brown, 50 yards. Ravens. And the Ravens turn that interception into a touchdown. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. From the gun, Jackson. Dancing to his left. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Greedy Williams picks it off. He's at the 50, the 30, the 20. And he takes it all the way back. It's a pick 2, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way.
Browns 16.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this carries into the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Browns drive about to get started. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Mayfield off the play fake. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Now a final chance to stop it here as a timeout comes in with 10 seconds left in the game. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Another try after the first down sack. Mayfield. So now with 6 seconds remaining, we get a timeout on the field. And they'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for third down.
3rd and 9.
And defensively, Baltimore's in a dime look here on 3rd. Play fake. Mayfield. He's going to let it fly. That's caught inside the 20. And a little bit of a consolation prize there. He's into the end zone. Won't win him the game, but they do get the score with all zeros showing.
But some fantasy players are really happy with that score.
Doesn't affect the outcome, but, hey, nice job there to put it in the end zone for the final play.
Could it affect other things? Sometimes these types of scores are ones that we don't consider big at the time. Then later on we find out maybe that was a tiebreaker.
Yeah.
Or, of course, in the fantasy football world, these points mean a lot.
A lot there. Hopkins with the extra point, and the lead is trimmed down to 10. Well, on the one side, if you try to take away something positive from this game, they played to the final whistle, getting the touchdown there on the last play, but still, all for naught, really.
Yeah, I'd say give them points for positivity. I like that. That part is good. But I often wonder, when the game is settled and the clock is run out, do we really need to kick the extra point?
Oh, yeah. It's silly. It's silly.
It doesn't make any sense to me. I know that people have explained before, well, you got to play it all the way through. Come on, this thing was done.
So for Baltimore, they're into the win column now as they move to 1-2 on the young season. And they'll get another road date next week as their opponents will be the Pittsburgh Steelers. Meanwhile, for the Browns, they will fall to a similar mark at 1-2. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Indianapolis to take on the Colts. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
Yeah, I use a dub, I'ma win, I won't lose with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. I turn the knob, can't resist, I'm incredible. Yeah, came for the dollars, call it vegetable. Then I did the dash, can I catch me, bro? Ooh, then I did the dash, can I catch me, whoa? Your whole team is no competition. Boy, I did it by myself, it's a solo mission. Running up the charts, I'm a fool, dog. Turn the whole field to a schoolyard. Bunch of students ain't eating around here. I'm the GOAT, little man, and I made it loud and clear. Put the gas on them like I'm with the Cavalier. Show no love, got the confidence, no fear. I use a dub, I'ma win, I won't lose with this.